What if the secret to abundance wasn't about working harder or chasing after wealth, but instead about transforming your mindset? Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? In a world obsessed with hustle culture, there's a refreshing wisdom in turning to Buddhist teachings, a path that has guided countless people toward balance, prosperity, and inner peace for centuries. Here's the truth. Abundance isn't just about money in your bank account. It's about living a life of fulfillment, joy, and purpose. Yet so many of us are stuck in cycles of stress, frustration, or even envy, unable to break free. What if the key lies not in doing more, but in being more? Imagine living a life where challenges become lessons, gratitude transforms your outlook, and your actions align seamlessly with your values. That's what these teachings offer. Through timeless wisdom and practical insights, Buddhism shows us how to create wealth, not just materially, but emotionally and spiritually. In this video, you'll discover 10 transformative lessons inspired by Buddhist principles, each designed to guide you toward a life of true prosperity. These aren't abstract ideas. They're actionable steps you can take today to start shifting your reality. So, are you ready to explore a path that's not only empowering, but also deeply rewarding? Let's dive in and uncover the teachings that could change your life forever. Wealth often feels like a puzzle we're all trying to solve. Yet, the pieces don't always come together through sheer effort or chance. True prosperity starts from within. It's about aligning your mindset with deeper spiritual truths. Consider the Buddha's wisdom. It's not about how much you have, but your relationship with what you have. When you view money as a tool, not a master, it becomes easier to invite abundance into your life. Wealth flows naturally when you stop chasing it and start cultivating the right inner environment. Think of your daily habits as seeds. Are you planting ones that grow prosperity or ones that yield scarcity? Buddhism teaches mindfulness, a practice that can transform how you approach wealth. For example, start by observing your spending habits for a week without judgment. Write down every dollar spent and reflect. Was it a mindful choice or an emotional reaction? This small shift in awareness can spark big changes in your financial mindset. One overlooked aspect of wealth building is contentment. In Buddhist teachings, contentment isn't about settling, it's about appreciating. Imagine the peace that comes from being grateful for what's already in your hands. This mindset doesn't limit ambition, but amplifies it by grounding you in the present moment. Instead of feeling anxious about what you lack, you begin to see opportunities in what you already have. Have you ever felt like wealth eludes you, no matter how hard you work? The truth is, striving without intention creates burnout, not abundance. Aligning with Buddhist principles means shifting from doing to being. Picture a river. It doesn't strain to flow, it simply follows its course. Adopting this perspective in your pursuits can help you achieve more with less effort, drawing prosperity effortlessly. Wealth isn't just material, it's deeply spiritual. Think about relationships, health, and peace of mind. If you're rich in these, financial wealth often follows. Start your day with a grounding practice, like a 5-minute meditation on gratitude. Picture all the abundance already in your life, from the air you breathe to the roof over your head. This daily practice can rewire your brain to attract more prosperity in every sense of the word. Another powerful tool is generosity. In Buddhism, giving isn't just a moral act, it's a wealth magnet. When you give freely, whether it's your time, energy, or resources, you create a flow. Picture someone holding a tight fist. Nothing can come in, right? But when you open your hand, both giving and receiving become possible. Try this. Commit to one act of kindness today and notice how it shifts your energy. Finally, wealth grows in harmony with purpose. Have you ever met someone who's both successful and deeply unhappy? It's likely because their pursuits don't align with their values. Imagine someone handing you a gift, but you choose not to take it. What happens to the gift? It stays with the giver. Insults work the same way. They only hold power if you accept them. In Buddhism, this wisdom reminds us that we have control over our emotional reactions. The next time someone criticizes you, pause and ask yourself, is this about me or them? Often, it's more about their struggles than your worth. Think about the last time someone's words stung. Did the pain linger, replaying in your mind like a broken record? It's tempting to hold on to these moments, but carrying them weighs you down. Letting go doesn't mean ignoring disrespect. It means refusing to let it define your peace. Picture a sturdy tree in the wind, grounded yet flexible. That's the resilience you're cultivating. Practical strategies help you detach from hurtful words. For instance, try the 3 breaths method. When faced with criticism, take a deep breath, focus on the air entering your body, and exhale slowly. Repeat twice. This simple practice creates a pause, giving you space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It's amazing how much clarity 3 breaths can bring. Now, consider reframing insults as lessons. If someone calls you lazy, instead of absorbing the insult, ask yourself, is there truth here, or is this projection? If there's room for growth, use it as motivation. If not, let it roll off like water on a duck's back. This mindset not only protects your energy, but also turns negativity into a tool for self-improvement. Children often mirror this resilience. Have you noticed how quickly they bounce back from an argument? Adults can learn from this lighthearted approach. The next time someone offends you, try smiling internally, as if acknowledging a passing cloud. Clouds don't stay, they move on. And so can you. Sometimes, the hardest part of letting go is the feeling of injustice. It's natural to want to defend yourself, but not every battle is worth fighting. Think of the Buddha's teaching on the middle path. Balance is key. Respond only when necessary, and when you do, let your words be calm and measured. Silence, too, is a powerful response. It speaks volumes without saying a word. Ultimately, letting go of insults frees your mind to focus on what truly matters. Holding on to grudges drains your energy and distracts you from your goals. Instead, imagine redirecting that energy into building prosperity, deepening your spirituality, or strengthening relationships. This inner strength transforms challenges into stepping stones, leading us to the next essential shift: seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. Every challenge we face carries a hidden message, like a teacher in disguise. It's easy to see obstacles as roadblocks, but what if they're stepping stones instead? Buddhism teaches us that adversity isn't punishment, it's part of life's flow. When challenges arise, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Shifting your mindset this way turns struggles into opportunities for growth and ultimately prosperity. Take a moment to think about a recent setback. Maybe you missed a career opportunity or faced rejection. Instead of labeling it as failure, see it as feedback. What could you do differently next time? This approach mirrors the Buddhist principle of impermanence. Nothing is fixed, and every situation evolves. Your response to challenges shapes your journey to abundance. Consider how a diamond forms under intense pressure. The same applies to your personal growth. Challenges test your patience, strengthen your resilience, and refine your character. Think of a marathon runner. Every uphill stretch builds endurance, preparing them for the finish line. Similarly, each challenge you face is a step closer to achieving the wealth, both spiritual and material, you desire. Here's a practical tip. Start journaling your challenges and the lessons they teach you. For instance, if you had a conflict with a colleague, write about what it revealed, maybe a need for better communication or setting clearer boundaries. This practice not only helps you process emotions, but also transforms struggles into actionable insights. Nature offers a powerful metaphor. Picture a tree growing in rocky soil. Despite the tough environment, its roots dig deep and its branches stretch high. That's the essence of thriving through challenges. Just as the tree draws strength from adversity, you too can use life's difficulties to cultivate inner and outer prosperity. Sometimes, challenges reveal areas where you've outgrown your current situation. Maybe a strained relationship highlights your need for healthier connections. Or financial hardship pushes you to rethink your habits and embrace abundance more mindfully. By viewing obstacles as lessons, you unlock the wisdom needed to align with life's rhythms. Remember, every challenge prepares you for the next level. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but about embracing them with a spirit of curiosity and courage. With this mindset, even envy or frustration can become tools for growth, pointing us toward the next step, transforming envy into motivation. Envy often gets a bad reputation, but it's not inherently negative. It's how we handle it that matters. When you feel envy creeping in, it's a sign pointing to what you deeply desire. Buddhism teaches us to approach emotions like envy with curiosity, not judgment. Instead of suppressing it, ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me about my goals? That shift can turn envy from a source of frustration into a powerful motivator. Imagine scrolling through social media and seeing someone achieve a milestone you've been dreaming of. Maybe landing your dream job or traveling the world. Instead of feeling stuck, study their journey. What steps did they take to get there? Perhaps they invested time in learning a new skill or consistently practiced a habit. Use their success as a blueprint for your own path. One effective way to transform envy is through gratitude. It might sound counterintuitive, but appreciating others' success creates a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. For example, when a friend gets a promotion, instead of comparing yourself, celebrate with them. This mindset opens the door to collaboration and learning, turning what could be a negative feeling into an uplifting one. Think of envy as a flashlight. It highlights areas where you want to grow. If you envy someone's financial success, it might be time to evaluate your own habits around money. Are you saving wisely? Investing in growth? Set one small achievable goal, like creating a budget or learning about passive income streams. Each step forward diminishes the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Stories of great achievers often involve envy turned into action. Take Thomas Edison, for example. When he saw others excelling in innovation, he didn't wallow in self-doubt. He got to work, eventually securing over 1,000 patents. Envy, when harnessed, becomes a catalyst for creativity and persistence. Here's a practical exercise. Create an admiration list. Write down people you admire and the traits or accomplishments that spark envy in you. Then, brainstorm ways to emulate those qualities. If you admire someone's discipline, start with a 10-minute daily habit that builds your own discipline. Bit by bit, you'll realize that envy is just a signal to take inspired action. When envy is no longer a burden, but a guide, it becomes a transformative force. Instead of draining your energy, it fuels your ambition, helping you align with your values and aspirations. This mindset prepares you to embrace life's realities with acceptance, which is the next step in cultivating lasting prosperity. Life doesn't always unfold the way we plan, and that's okay. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding that resistance creates unnecessary suffering. Buddhism teaches us to embrace reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. By flowing with life's currents, instead of fighting against them, we create space for abundance and prosperity to enter effortlessly. Think of a time when things didn't go as expected. Maybe you missed a big opportunity or faced a sudden change. It's natural to feel frustrated or defeated, but clinging to what should have been keeps you stuck. Acceptance, on the other hand, allows you to move forward. It's like sailing. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. One practical way to cultivate acceptance is through mindfulness. When challenges arise, pause and observe your emotions without judgment. For example, if you feel overwhelmed by a setback, take 5 minutes to sit quietly and focus on your breath. This practice helps you process your emotions and find clarity, enabling you to respond rather than react. Nature offers a beautiful lesson in acceptance. Think of a river flowing around rocks. It doesn't stop or try to push them out of the way. Instead, it adapts, finding a new path. In your own life, when obstacles appear, ask yourself, how can I work with this instead of against it? This perspective turns challenges into stepping stones for growth. Acceptance also involves acknowledging your present circumstances. Maybe you're not where you want to be financially or spiritually right now, and that's okay. Start by making peace with where you are, then take intentional steps forward. For instance, if you're struggling financially, focus on small actions like tracking expenses or learning about budgeting. Acceptance creates the foundation for meaningful change. In relationships, acceptance plays a crucial role. Expecting others to change can lead to frustration and conflict. Instead, focus on understanding and respecting their differences. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior. It means recognizing what's within your control and letting go of what isn't. This shift strengthens connections and fosters mutual growth. When you embrace reality as it is, you free yourself from unnecessary struggles. Acceptance doesn't mean complacency. It means aligning with life's flow to create harmony and prosperity. This mindset naturally leads us to the next step: learning from nature's rhythms to sustain growth and abundance. Nature operates with an effortless flow, and there's wisdom in syncing our lives with its rhythm. The seasons don't rush, yet everything gets accomplished. Spring bursts with new growth, summer thrives with abundance, autumn prepares for rest, and winter restores. When we align with these natural cycles, we tap into a profound balance that fosters prosperity and spiritual harmony. Take a moment to observe how modern life often resists this rhythm. We push ourselves to be constantly productive, ignoring the need for rest or reflection. This creates burnout, like a farmer planting seeds but never letting the soil recover. Instead, consider following nature's lead. Balance effort with rest, action with contemplation. This rhythm nurtures sustainable growth, both materially and spiritually. One practical way to align with nature is to structure your goals around cycles. For example, use the energy of mornings to tackle important tasks, just as the sun's rise brings vitality. In the evenings, wind down with reflective practices like journaling or meditation, mirroring the calming presence of dusk. By doing this, you honor your natural energy flow and work more effectively. Think about the bamboo tree, a remarkable example of patience and timing. It spends years growing its roots underground before shooting up rapidly. This teaches us that sometimes unseen efforts are laying the groundwork for future abundance. When you feel like progress is slow, remember the bamboo and trust that growth is happening beneath the surface. Even financial prosperity thrives in harmony with natural cycles. Investing, for instance, often follows seasonal trends or market patterns. Recognizing these rhythms, like saving during prosperous times to prepare for leaner seasons, ensures stability and growth. It's a practical way of living in tune with the natural ebb and flow of abundance. Gratitude deepens this alignment. Nature provides abundantly, from clean air to food, without expecting anything in return. When we express gratitude for life's gifts, we strengthen our connection to this rhythm. For instance, take a moment each day to appreciate something simple: a sunrise, a cool breeze, or a meal. This practice amplifies the energy of abundance. Aligning with nature's rhythm is not about perfection, it's about harmony. By embracing patience, balance, and gratitude, you create a life that thrives like a well-tended garden. And as you cultivate this harmony, you naturally begin to live more ethically, the next step in building a foundation for spiritual and material wealth. Living ethically isn't just about following rules. It's about creating a life rooted in integrity, kindness, and compassion. When your actions align with your values, you naturally attract abundance and prosperity. Buddhism teaches us that ethical living forms the foundation for both spiritual growth and material success. It's like planting seeds in fertile soil. What you sow, you reap. Consider the power of honesty in your everyday life. Imagine being transparent in your business dealings or personal relationships. Not only does this build trust, but it also fosters long-term success. For instance, a business owner who prioritizes fair practices over shortcuts might grow more slowly, but their foundation will be unshakable. Prosperity built on integrity always lasts. Kindness is another pillar of ethical living, and it's a direct path to abundance. Small acts, like helping a colleague or supporting a neighbor, create a ripple effect. These actions might seem insignificant, but they contribute to a collective energy of goodwill. As the Buddha taught, happiness never decreases by being shared. What you give to others inevitably finds its way back to you. Forgiveness also plays a crucial role. Holding on to resentment blocks the flow of prosperity in your life. Think about it. How can you open your hands to receive when they're clenched with anger? Practice letting go, even when it's difficult. Forgiveness isn't about condoning wrongdoing. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of grudges. Living ethically also means taking responsibility for your actions. Instead of blaming external factors, ask yourself how you can improve. For example, if your finances aren't where you want them to be, evaluate your spending habits or income strategies. Accountability doesn't limit you. It empowers you to make meaningful changes and create the wealth you seek. Environmental consciousness is another aspect of ethical living. Treating the earth with respect mirrors the Buddhist principle of interconnectedness. Simple practices like reducing waste, recycling, or supporting sustainable products align your actions with a larger purpose. When you honor the world around you, you cultivate harmony and abundance. Ethical living is a lifelong practice, not a one-time decision. It's about consistently choosing actions that align with your highest self. This foundation not only brings spiritual fulfillment, but also creates material prosperity. And as gratitude amplifies what you already have, it becomes the key to unlocking even greater abundance. Which leads us to the next step. Gratitude is like a magnet for abundance. When you focus on what you already have, you invite even more blessings into your life. The Buddha often emphasized contentment as a source of joy, reminding us that true prosperity begins with appreciating the present moment. Gratitude shifts your perspective from lack to abundance, opening the door to greater wealth, both spiritual and material. Think about the small, everyday things you might take for granted. The comfort of a warm bed, a kind word from a friend, or even the food on your plate. By acknowledging these blessings, you create a positive energy that attracts more of the same. Start a daily gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning. Over time, you'll notice how this simple habit transforms your mindset. Gratitude also strengthens relationships. Imagine thanking a coworker for their support or a loved one for simply being there. These moments of acknowledgement deepen connections, fostering trust and goodwill. In turn, these relationships become a source of emotional and even financial support, amplifying your prosperity. Science backs this up too. Studies show that practicing gratitude improves mental health, boosts resilience, and increases overall happiness. For instance, keeping a gratitude journal has been linked to reduced stress and better sleep. By prioritizing gratitude, you're not just cultivating abundance, you're also improving your well-being. Let's not forget the ripple effect. Your gratitude inspires others, creating a cycle of positivity. For example, when you express genuine appreciation to a business or service provider, you encourage their hard work and integrity. This energy often comes full circle, benefiting everyone involved. Even in tough times, gratitude can be a guiding light. Think about a challenge you faced that later revealed itself as a blessing in disguise. Perhaps a job loss that led to a better opportunity or a difficult lesson that helped you grow. By finding the silver lining, you keep the flow of abundance alive, even during adversity. Gratitude doesn't stop at appreciation. It's also about trusting the process. When you're grateful for what you have, you signal to the universe that you're ready to receive more. This trust creates a flow of opportunities, guiding you toward your next step on the journey to prosperity. Trusting the process is like planting seeds in a garden. You may not see results immediately, but with patience and care, growth is inevitable. Life unfolds in its own time, and the more we surrender control, the more space we create for abundance and prosperity to flow. Buddhism teaches us to embrace impermanence and trust that everything is happening as it should. Think about a time when you rushed a goal, only to feel frustrated by delays. Often, those pauses are where the magic happens. For instance, if you're waiting on a promotion or financial breakthrough, consider what the delay might be teaching you. Patience allows you to refine your skills, strengthen your mindset, and prepare for even greater opportunities. One way to cultivate trust is through meditation. Set aside time to sit quietly and reflect on the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Visualize your goals as seeds you've planted, knowing they will grow when the time is right. This practice not only calms the mind, but also reinforces your faith in life's natural flow. Real-life stories often remind us of the power of trusting the process. Consider J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Her journey teaches us that persistence, combined with trust, leads to incredible outcomes. Each setback you face is simply part of your unique path to success. It's also important to let go of the need for constant control. Imagine holding on to a handful of sand. Gripping too tightly makes it slip away faster. Instead, open your hand and let the sand rest gently. Similarly, when you stop trying to force outcomes, you create space for unexpected opportunities to arise. Trusting the process doesn't mean sitting idle, it means taking aligned actions while releasing attachment to the outcome. For example, if you're starting a business, focus on building a strong foundation. Serve your customers with integrity, learn from mistakes, and adapt. Over time, your consistent efforts will yield results, even if they don't appear overnight. As you embrace trust, you'll notice a profound sense of peace replacing anxiety. This mindset allows you to flow with life rather than against it, amplifying your ability to attract abundance. And when combined with the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, trusting the process becomes a powerful key to unlocking a life of spiritual and material wealth. As we've explored together, the journey to abundance is not just about external achievements, it's about internal transformation. By embracing the teachings of Buddhism, you unlock a wealth that goes beyond material gain. Gratitude, ethical living, trust in the process, these are the keys to aligning with the flow of life and attracting all the prosperity you deserve. Now, think about your own life. What is one small change you can make today that will shift your mindset? Is it practicing gratitude, trusting the process, or simply letting go of past grudges? Every action you take from here can be a step toward the abundance you seek. I'd love to hear your thoughts. How will you begin applying these teachings to your life? Share your experiences in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Remember, transformation starts with a single thought, and that thought is yours to nurture. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you never miss an opportunity to continue growing, learning, and living a life of abundance. Together, we can embrace these teachings and build the prosperous, fulfilling life we deserve.